Hi everyone, it's Irene and welcome to my channel. I am going to talk about the 10 habits that actually really changed my life, and it's always for the good and for the better, I should say. But so yeah, I'm going to share with you the 10 habits that I actually started doing, and when I started doing them, my life just got better. So I know that there's probably a lot of videos about different habits that change their life, and mine, I am just going to share what mine is. So before we get into it, show reel. Hi, I'm back again. Let's deep dive into the 10 habits that actually really changed my life for the better, of course, right? So the first thing, the first habit that I wanted to mention that really kind of improved my health is drinking water first thing in the morning. I know. And I heard before that when there's a lot of benefits on drinking water first thing in the morning, and one of the benefits is that it actually flushes some of the toxins that you have in your system. So when I heard about it, I started putting a bottle of water next to my bed, and so when I wake up and getting ready to get up, that's the first thing that I do is before brushing my teeth and anything. So I just kind of drink some water and go on with the day. What I really observe and notice about that with my body is that I feel more energized. So I have a lot more energy than and not have it, not drinking water. And sometimes if I forget to because that happens, nobody's perfect, but if I forget, then I kind of like remember before I eat my breakfast, and I try to drink water. And I don't drink cold water. I prefer the room temperature water, just because I don't know, I think my stomach is just used to that. So yeah, so drinking water first thing in the morning, and of course I drink water throughout the day just to hydrate my body. The second one is I'm doing a lot of exercises. I've been very active ever since. When I was doing martial arts, I didn't have a problem with exercising daily because that's part of my training. So, but when I stopped going to practicing martial arts, then I started to do some steps. So that's what I kind of focused on, and I just kind of like walk first thing in the morning. I mean, before going to work, and then during lunch break, I do some rounds in the campus, and then after work, I take my dogs for a walk. And there's two of them, so I take them one at a time, which gives me more steps. So yeah, exercising daily is one of my habits now. And then the third one that I actually want to say that I just started recently, I mean within the last few months, is doing meditation. So after my yoga exercises, then I actually do some meditation. And it actually really feels great because it actually relieves the stress that I have throughout the day. And so yeah, so, and it's very relaxing if you do it right before you go to bed or something. And that's when I do also breathing exercises and so on and so forth. So and then the fifth one that I wanted to mention is this is pertaining to financial. So every paycheck, I always save something, set aside, and put it on the savings. That's because you'll never know when a need for if I am going to need that extra cash. whether it's like a car problem or something in the house that needs to be fixed, or just something that comes up and I need the extra cash to spend it on. So yeah, so that is actually it reduces the amount of stress and anxiety if something comes up, because I know that there is something that I can kind of pull to be able to just spend it on whatever immediate need may be. The sixth one is meal planning. So I started to plan my meals now before I go to work, because most of the time I actually forget to bring lunch, and then I ended up going to the cafeteria or maybe going to like a fast food restaurant for lunch, and then I'm not eating healthy. So yeah, so I kind of like I like that because it reduces the junk food intake, that I consume. The next one is actually eating breakfast. Can you believe it, right? Eating breakfast. Before I just kind of like not really didn't care about eating breakfast. I just grab something, and it most of the time it's not healthy. So now I said, after a while, I said I should, start the habit of eating breakfast, and so I did. So I'm eating either oatmeal with a fruit, or maybe a yogurt with a fruit, or something really healthy in the morning, a hard-boiled egg. That is during the week, and then on the weekend, then I really, really I may have more time to prepare something like maybe saute some spinach, maybe avocado toast, make some avocado toast, and maybe some eggs, all that stuff. So yeah. The other next one that I wanted to mention is basically journaling. So I have been journaling for a long time, and what I've really find to be very, very helpful is adding gratitude on my journal. And so every day I have something to write about what I'm very thankful about, or what I'm thankful for the day. I put about minimum of maybe 3 gratitude, and it doesn't matter what that gratitude is, as long as sometimes it was really simple, but it's still I think that the gratitude is it lifts your spirit, and makes you feel better for the day, and makes you think more positive in life. It changes your mindset basically, because now you're thinking about the great things that happened that day. Maybe it's not that great, but it's always something that is good. It makes you think of something good that happens, because sometimes when I first started doing the gratitude journaling, I had a hard time thinking of what I should be, but it made me think really deep and see what is it that I'm so grateful about. So, and I realized that, hey, everything is like great, So I just write in things, what I'm grateful about, and the next one is affirmations. I started to say affirmations now, and that's part of my habit. And I always say something. My affirmation is always pertaining to like maybe success, health, self-love, and being healthy, and being successful, and being confident, being powerful. So yeah, it's great. I'm loving the daily affirmations. And another habit that I have, before I forget to mention this, is like I'm taking daily vitamins. And so because what we eat, we sometimes don't get all the nutrients that we need in our body. I mean, from the food that we eat, and I'm very active, so I needed a lot more. And I know I'm eating better food now, but and at my age, I needed extra calcium and all the other thing, vitamin E, and so I use this pill container, and that's our like a week, and I put all my pills in there so that I won't forget to take my vitamins every day. So yeah, so that was very helpful. And I think that was the ninth, and then the last, but not the least, is I make it a habit to connect my family at the end of the day. Maybe even I'm driving from work, and I would call a family member. It could be, most of the time it's my mom because she lives very far away from me, and it becomes a habit for me. I have to speak with a family member. It's a great thing as a habit because it makes you stay connected with your family member. And sometimes even if you just call a friend, or I call a friend, I would say, and it makes me stay connected. Talking to a family member or a friend, it also gives you some sort of a connection, and it's good for our spirit. And so yeah, so those are the things that I actually wanted to share with you. I hope you learned something, and from all the things that I actually mentioned, that helped me to stay healthy and more positive, and just happy. I know maybe I'll develop more habits in the future, but I'm hoping for more positive of those. So yeah, so if you like this video, if you learned something, or if you wanted to kind of just chime in and see what kind of other habits that you are actually enjoying right now, please put that in the comment below. Please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please remember to click that subscribe button in there, and because I am dedicated to create more videos and to help you and give you more of my experiences that help me have a better life. So until my next video, bye.